Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to November's Career Ready Friday. Today, we're going to explore careers in design, construction, and development. Are we all excited? Ready? Awesome. We have an amazing event planned for you today. Next slide, please, Shanita. We're going to get into some meeting norms. First of all, be present and curious. That means be engaged, be excited, ask some questions in the chat. Do not come off of mute, so no chatter, please. Stay on mute. Please ask as many questions as you want in the chat. We're going to try to get to all of them. All right. Now, today we have BGE with us. We have Carver High School's Construction Pathways with us. I'm also wearing a Carver alum t-shirt. I am Carver alum. So I'm so excited about my alma mater. We're also going to be featuring the Carver House live. So let's get started. We're going to kick it over to my colleague Stan, where he'll talk about some construction pathways here at Baltimore City Schools.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Stan Wolf, and I am the program lead for our construction trades here in Baltimore City Schools. And while today we are coming to you live from Carver High School, we do offer a number of our construction programs at various high schools. In the construction programs we have in the district include carpentry, electrical, Home Builders Institute, HVAC, masonry, plumbing, and welding. And on your screen, you can see where those programs are located. We have carpentry at Edmondson, Carver, Mervo, Reach. We have electrical here at Carver, also at Mervo. And one of our newest programs is Home Builders Institute. And it's more of a residential construction program, and it's brand new, which is at Joseph C. Briscoe and at Patterson High School. We have one HVAC program. And for those who don't know what HVAC is, it is heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. So the folks who come into your house to fix radiators or furnaces and those sorts of things. We have masonry, which is block laying, plumbing and welding. And plumbing and welding are both at Mervo. So we have the full portfolio of all of the construction trade programs in city schools. And hopefully you'll be able to explore more and take advantage of those once you're in high school.
Thank you, Stan, for that overview. We're gonna kick it off to BGE.
Hi, good morning. I'm Kristen Booker at BGE. I am our workforce development manager, and I also have a colleague with me here today.
Hi, I'm Kitty Glick. I'm also with BGE on our workforce development team leading youth programs.
We're really excited to be here with you guys today. We have a video that we'd like to share that gives you an overview of opportunities here at BGE. So with that, we'll kick it over to the video.
The time you spend in elementary and middle school can help you identify careers of interest and develop skills that you will need in the workplace. The sooner the student finds their area of interest, the sooner they can begin preparing and pursuing that career path. When you were younger, what did you want to be when you grew up?
When I was younger, I wanted to be a lawyer.
I wanted to be something along the lines of firefighter, paramedics, or law enforcement.
I wanted to be an auto mechanic when I grew up.
I wanted to be an astronaut or a fighter.
Elementary school is a time of discovery, a time to practice your listening and writing skills and using technology while having fun. Middle school is a time of transition in a young person's life. Students' experiences in the middle grades have a strong influence on their future success.
It is good for students to begin exploring career possibilities as early as possible. By middle school, many students are aware of their interests, strengths, and skills they can focus on. They may already have some ideas about what kind of career they might like in the future. When I was your age, I wanted to be a green architect. But today, I'm a business program manager supporting youth enrolled in workforce development programs. BGE is committed to the communities where we live and work. We are steadfast in our commitment to work safely, to provide excellent customer service, to innovate with intent and purpose, and to ensure a diverse and inclusive workplace.
Good. Good job. Good job. Feel good? Get some water. Let's go for the next round.
Everything Kitty shared is right. You can begin exploring career paths as early as possible. I wanted to be a teacher when I was growing up. At BGE, I'm the manager of workforce development, leading programs that help support our community. Kitty and I lead the BGE Smart Energy Workforce Development Program, which connects local talent to career opportunities at BGE and beyond. The goal of this program is to help students just like you build the types of skills necessary for energy careers and increase awareness of job opportunities right here at BGE. We offer a variety of ways for young people to explore career options through internships and exciting training programs. Speaking of on-the-job training, let's go to the BGE White Marsh Training Center, where the magic happens.
Welcome to BGE's White Marsh Training Center. My name is Franklin Howell, Senior Training Specialist in Electric Training. When trainees first begin their career at BGE, their curriculum largely depends on what job they want to focus on, whether it be electric, gas, substation, or transmission. The trainee will hone their skills here for about 18 months with a combination of academic and practical training, alternating from the classroom to virtual reality training to hands-on lab work and ultimately out into the field for on-the-job instruction. Our program is intentional about equipping you not just for the job, but a lifelong career. Our approach aims to help you to gain not only technical skills, but with soft skills as well. But no matter what discipline you pursue, safety is our #1 priority. Right out of the gate, you are taught the fundamental pieces about safety programs: personal protective equipment, job safety briefs, life-saving principles, event-free performance tools, procedure, and job task safety. It's job one, and it's embedded in everything we do here at BGE. With the fundamental safety training as a foundation, job-specific training prepares an employee for field operation, from climbing poles, operating our trucks, to descending into manholes. We will equip you to be the experts we need to maintain our gas and electric system. All of this, of course, is for the benefit of our customers who depend on us every day to provide these vital gas and electric resources. Are you interested in embarking upon a rewarding career here at BGE? Let's listen to some of our most recent trainees to see how they feel about their careers.
A lot of people have asked me if I was scared going into the male-dominated field, and I wasn't really scared. I was ready to take it on. I was interested in it because my mother used to always want to work on cars, and she was always happy with doing that, so she suggested I try it, and I figured why not, so I went with it. High school can provide support for students that are interested in joining the trades by taking them on field trips and giving them opportunities to see different companies and different people in the real world and seeing them do what they do on a daily basis. To find your passion when you're young is incredible, and it can open the door to many different amazing opportunities down the road when you're ready to start a career and whatnot. And mine happened to be BGE, and I'm very happy that I was able to get this opportunity because it's been amazing.
I wanted to be an auto mechanic when I grew up. I went to school, took up a trade for automotive, and then I realized I really wanted to be a diesel mechanic, and I ended up being a diesel mechanic. So when BGE was looking at me, they was looking for somebody in a trade school, somebody with a little bit of talent, somebody that was ready to work on time. You start off as an intern, but once you get out of the stage of an intern, you move up to a trainee, and it gives you about 2 years to get 2 ASC certifications. The benefits that BGE provides is awesome. The 401k will match half of what you put in or a percent of what you put in. So I'm like, cool, let's try it out. We have a total of 9 PTO holidays. So I really appreciate the fact that my job gives you the time to actually spend with your family on certain holidays and actually get time to relax. I appreciate the PTO. What I like most about my job is the people around me. They're friendly, they're caring and loving. It's like a family at work, outside of home. The piece of advice I give to the young folks is if you're offered the opportunity, take it. Run with it because it opens up a lot of doors, a lot of opportunity that you might not have seen. BGE is not just a job, it's a career. So it definitely was a great opportunity, and I enjoy working here.
I love being an overhead lineman. It's very interesting and fun to come into work every day. My experience working for BGE is great. I get to do new things, see new people, and then put a smile on the customer's face. Advice that I would give students is to take the career path with BGE. Just intern, just to see what the job is like before you doubt it. I believe you should work for BGE because it's a great career path and you can learn a lot of new things and opportunities to get involved with.
I made a really good connection with the contacts that for BGE at my school. We had 2 of them, and by building that relationship with them, they were able to inform me every time BGE has an opportunity and all that. And if you don't have anybody at your school that that's a contact for BGE, or if you just don't have those resources, you can also go to bge.com, and they have a tab on there. And once you click on that tab, it'll pull up a whole list of different opportunities that BGE offers. There's a lot of options as far as courses students can take in all different levels. One that I personally think that works best for this career is a trade school. They can take courses like electrical, welding, or even plumbing that'll help them in the gas and electric distribution side. They can also take automotive tech, and that'll help them in the fleet side of BGE. And if they're not interested in that aspect, like hands-on, they can also take courses like business management, project management, business communication that will help them on the business side of BGE. So they really do have options. I personally really enjoy working with my hands and everything. So given an opportunity to work a job that allows me to work with my hands every single day and actually add value to a community and to people's lives, it's a really great feeling. I have a career, not just a job. It gives me a sense of feeling that I can't really describe. It's an awesome feeling.
To learn more about how you can begin a rewarding career at BGE, please visit our website, bge.com/workforce.
Wow, what an amazing video and such great opportunities that BGE offers students. Ms. Akintillo asked a question in a chat. She asked the students, how many careers can you count in the video? Put a couple of, don't come off of mute, but put your responses in the chat here. And we're gonna see. I couldn't keep up. It was so many different opportunities. I couldn't count how many careers was in that video, but I'm so excited about the opportunities. We're gonna see if we get some questions, and then we're gonna mosey on over for a live Q&A and some of the construction classes at Carver. while students put some questions in the chat and try to answer that question. Let's see.
That was such a great video. I mean, I think I counted more than 10, starting even with, what was the one that you were talking about, Mr. Jackson, the automotive one? The diesel mechanics and how much they make. That was awesome. So we have some questions live from Carver, and I'm going to hand it over to our amazing students. They're going to introduce themselves and ask the questions. And then Christy and Kitty, if you could provide responses, that would be great. Hold on one second.
My name is Dwayne Blue, and I wanted to know what's the starting pay for a full-time BG employee?
Did you get that question?
Yeah. So roughly after high school, when someone's hired full-time into BGE, they're earning around $25 an hour. And that does not include any overtime work that person could work. So anything after 40 hours is time and a half. And so it's pretty common that people in our field work overtime often.
Awesome. Was that a good answer? Awesome. Okay, who's doing the next question? You're gonna do the next question. Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Tyro Mack, and my question is, what type of work are students allowed to do in BG?
Sure, I'll take that one. Through our internship program, we target students that are in the 11th and 12th grade currently. We have a variety of options for them. We have some, we have internships that are in the office that really focus on our business support functions like accounting, finance, marketing, communications. And then we also have opportunities in our field operations where the students are able to go out with a crew and really learn about what it's like to be part of a crew and be on a job site and get to observe and assist where they can do so safely. So a lot of opportunity.
Does that sound exciting? It does, and it's hands-on. I love it. Okay, we have one last question coming from Carver. Introduce yourself and then ask your question.
My name is Alan Hill, and my question is, are investment opportunities possible?
Investment opportunities. So
advancement.
I was like, well,
Yeah,
we can talk about the 401k, but advancement opportunities. Kitty, do you want to take advancement opportunities?
Sure, I'd be happy to. So yes, there is in the utility training program, which was pretty highlighted in the video. You start as a UT and you learn the skills, and you advance by taking tests and proving you're meeting criteria. And every time you would advance up, you do get a pay increase. And so you can move up from a utility trainee to mechanic B, a mechanic A, to a crew leader. You could be a frontline supervisor. You could move up into different operational areas. You're not stuck or pigeonholed in automotive or construction or electrical. You can move all throughout the organization.
Awesome. Anybody else have a question? No, we're good.
I have a question in the
Okay.
chat.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the chat, and then we're gonna come back to show you an electrical project happening right here at Carver High School.
How exciting. Okay, so one of the questions in the chat is kind of a loaded question, but this is a 4th grade class and they want to know how old they have to be to work at BGE. What about internship opportunities? I think we may have answered that. What's your favorite part of your career or each day? And do you get to break things, and do you get to fix broken things or invent new technologies? And do you get to build big engines? That's from a 4th grade class.
Lots of
That was a lot.
Okay. So how old do you need to be here to work here? So for a full-time employee, you need to be 18 years old. However, our internships, we're able to bring on students as young as 16 years old for our internship opportunities. Kitty, what's the favorite part of your day or your career?
My favorite part of our day is interacting with the actual students that participate in our internship program or any other BGE program. Working with the students, hearing about how the program's affected their life is my favorite part of my job.
All right, so do we get to break things? We typically don't try to break things on purpose, but we do try to always innovate and create new ways and more effective ways to do things. So I don't know if you noticed in the video, if you saw, but we use virtual reality to help train our utility trainees and other roles so that they get to go down and experience an environment that in real life is, it can be very dangerous, and you have to know your procedures and your protocols, but they're able to do it in a safe environment using virtual reality technology. So we're always looking for more innovative ways to do things to help provide premier customer service to our service territory.
Thank you. So I read that question wrong. They asked, do you get to take breaks? And
yeah, okay. All right. Yes, we take breaks.
Ms. Wyman's 4th grade class is so cute with their questions. They wanted to know if they could come visit. We're always up for job.
So, and we'll talk about it in a minute about things we're doing in the elementary school space with our Energizing Student Potential program. So we can definitely either come to your school or arrange for an opportunity for you all to engage with BGE and see some stuff hands-on. Ooh, that's so exciting.
Thanks for answering those questions. Adenike, do you have any more questions for Mr. Jackson's classroom?
No, not at this moment. They're just really excited to show you what they're doing.
Awesome. Let's see it.
Oh no, we're going to go back to Kitty and Kristen. They're going to wrap us up on BGE because they do have to head to another event, and then we'll come back here.
Thank you.
So I think Ms. Wyman asked a great question about wanting to get engaged with BGE. So any teachers on this line, we do have a program for 3rd through 8th grade teachers. And it is a STEM curriculum program that aligns with national science standards. So if this is something that you're interested in bringing to your classroom, we'll put in the chat a link to express your name and interest, and then we can connect after and talk about ways that we can bring Energizing Student Potential, yes, ESP, into your classroom, which then will build a relationship with our team, and we can do more hands-on activities for you all.
And then for the students, if you liked what you saw in today's video, consider pursuing a trade at one of the high schools that Mr. Wolf projected earlier. BGE actively recruits from Baltimore City CTE construction, automotive, and engineering programs. We're going to start the year at the beginning of January doing visits to all the different high schools and meeting with the high school students to select our interns. This is being part of those pathways will really open up that opportunity to you. Since BGE has hired 19 Baltimore City alum straight into the utility role right after school over the last few years. So it's a real opportunity. I'm hoping that some of our future colleagues are out there, Kitty. What do you think? All right, thank you guys for having us.
Thank you so much, Kitty and Kristen, for sharing with City School students this morning. We will allow you to resume your day. Okay, back to Adenike and Mr. Jackson's electrical class.
Thank you. I'm here with Mr. I really just want to shout out BGE for their amazing partnership. They do so much to support our students on their career journey. They're helping us. Sorry, I'm trying to get my camera angle right. They also are helping us with our students getting their driver's license, which is so huge because we know a lot of jobs in the construction pathways require that you're able to operate a car or other kinds of machinery that require a driver's license. So really just want to shout out our partnership with BGE. I'm here with Mr. Jackson, the one and only. I'm going to change my camera angle and then you're going to give us a tour and tell us what's going on here. Awesome. Okay, 1 second because I'm technically growing. Okay, here you go.
Hello, my name is Anthony Jackson. I want to start by bringing attention to one of my great students right here, Dietrich Fields. All right, he's going to be one of the great electricians working at BGE, hopefully.
Woo!
So if you look into the right of us right here, we have a house that the carpentry class built, 2 students from the carpentry class built.
Wow.
And I've ran some electrical pipes. Literally helped me with this process of running some piping underneath of the floor before the floor was split.
So this is how all of our houses look at the beginning.
So we leave the walls open so we can see the wires within the wall and drill in the process of that.
Wow.
So if I bring your attention over here, I'm gonna show you an electrical circuitry. They just finished wiring this up. This is a simple circuit. Go ahead, turn it on yourself. Turn it on. All right. This is one of the. Oh.
That's amazing. So you guys, so explain how you did all the wiring to make the light bulb go on.
We attach the wires to these screws right here. We got covered.
Wow, that's super awesome. Anything else? Go ahead.
It's a long process. We can't really explain. You just gotta keep it simple.
Mhm.
It's just wires and connecting to the negative charges and positive charges and we get light, electricity.
Can you electrocute yourself by doing that? Like,
No, if you don't have any pole source, you can't really electrocute yourself. But it says, in this class, we learn about electricity. Cause that we learn about safety. But right now we do this. This is kind of the structure. This is our circuit block panel. So we're gonna put cord to it so it can get light. We're gonna hang up ceiling fans, all that. So this is what we're doing now. I'm sorry you can't see us work because we don't have a lot of materials. But we this right here to cut the woods.
you wanna? Yes, please.
This right here, cut the wood. We get this too.
Is this one of the reasons why you chose this pathways? Because you got to work with some of this heavy machinery?
But you gotta be careful though, because you might cut yourself.
So we do this, we do the practical work sometimes. But I really like the theory work, like the electrical work, to be safe and all that. We need practical kind of work right up, a lot of material, at least for the time.
Awesome. So what do you love most? What do you guys love most? You want to get closer so I can get you both in the same frame? What do you guys love most about this pathway?
So me personally, I like to do the practical, to wire up stuff, to connect stuff. That's what I like. I like the theory part most, but in general, I like
The hands-on stuff. Okay.
Very fun, like very fun and interesting to learn. So like if this is my like normal day life, I can like know how to like fix stuff.
Hang up a fan.
Yeah.
So you get paid. You could get paid to do that right now, right? So I could call you and be like, "Hey, I want to set up a fan, and you guys can help me do that."
Yeah, we learn a lot in here because like at home, I usually overload circuits, which can cause fires and all that stuff. And I learn it there. So if a little issue happens at my house, I can fix it to reduce damage to the house.
That's so awesome. So where do you guys see this taking you in your future careers?
I want to be a electrical engineer.
That's so awesome.
Maybe by accident, make something new.
I love it. I love the innovation spirit and the entrepreneur spirit. So that's us. Any last words for the students in Baltimore City Public Schools coming from all across the city?
I think they should join us. We don't do electrical alone. We got to build stuff. This kind of a carpentry thing. We learn how to nail stuff. We learn how to drill.
So I want to tell them that basically these students built this whole shop with my guidance, but they basically built everything that you're seeing in front of us right now.
So amazing.
Wall, and then they put all the stuff up. So not only do they learn how to be electricians, they learn carpentry, how to use rotary saws, table saws, miter saw, and the various types of drills. But these are the skills that they have shown, and I haven't put a nail in them. Well, I did some, but the majority was done by the students.
That is so awesome. Mr. Jackson, how do you want to sign us out from your electrical lab here at Carver?
Everybody's welcome to come to the electrical shop if you want to learn anything about electrical, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, or a whole semester. Learn what you can. I give anybody the knowledge that I possess at any time. If you're ready, if you got a question, feel free to come to room 121 and call.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to hand it back over to you, Shamir. Oh, actually, no. We're going to head straight to our Carpentry Center here at Carver. So, Mr. McDermott.
Hello?
There
Can you
you
hear me?
are.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, so I'll just introduce real quick. This is, of course, the carpentry shop. We've got a whole bunch of stuff going on here thanks to Stan and his team. He's gotten a grant that got us some building materials, which have allowed us to produce frames for cornhole, which he is apparently going to auction off. And believe it or not, these were all hand painted by Carver students. So I just wanted to give him a shout out for that. And anybody who's interested, just contact us and we will be able to do whatever you need and give you whatever you want. So other things that we got going on, of course, the Carver House, which we have mentioned, we have built these stairs for. The students built them. And let me get one of the guys that had a hand in it. Here's one of the guys. They're over here building their model houses. That's what this chaos is right here. DeAndre, if you want to give them a brief description of the stairway and what you did and what we're going to do with it. So here's the stairs. Here's my carpenter. So tell them about the components and what you had to do to construct it. This is DeAndre. Speak up. Speak loud.
This is the tread. This is where you put your foot at, go up the steps. And this, which makes the steps go up. And I believe the steps are 6 inches from the
Yeah,
ground.
they were 6 inches, correct.
This the handrail. Yeah. Cut certain what is it called?
The miter?
The miter saw. Use the miter saw. Cut these butts so we can connect. So it goes up on a stool.
And then what about the main part here?
This is the strainer. This is what's
down here.
This is the strainer which holds everything together. So it's sturdy
And where's it going, DeAndre?
up and down like on a stool.
No, I mean, where are the stairs being put?
Carve outs.
The Carver House across the street. All right, so we've had these built. It took us about a week to build these with various students. I have another star performer here who's an excellent painter. Right here. So Jamia, if you would like to tell them, she's working on her house here. And of course, she's leading the pack as usual. But she also got involved in another project. Jamia, if you can come show them. At the beginning of the year, we like to get the students interested in the trade, and the best way to do that is with cold hard cash. And these are some hammers that she made and put the leather on them and hammered all the fittings onto them so they look real cool. So if anybody's interested in Thor's hammers, come see Jamia here at Carver Carpentry and she will hook you up. She also had a hand in, come show us the cornhole boards there, Jamia. She swiped a few students from some other classes and she would come here on her free time during lunch hour, as well as the class. And tell us what you did about painting these cornhole boards.
I mean, it was a little tricky at times, but painting it was very fun when you have friends to join me.
So what was the hardest part about painting them?
The hardest part was staying in the lines. and the tree.
All right, so with any luck, we'll have an auction and make some money and put some more funds into the carpentry account so we can buy more things and keep it rolling. So these are the boards that we have, and again, courtesy of Stan and North Avenue and his crew. And we're hoping for the best, and we're hoping for even more projects. So as you can see, we're very busy down here in carpentry. Does anybody have any questions? We do framing, full-scale framing. We do mini houses to teach concepts, but we get into a little bit of everything. And the whole idea is to motivate and let them know how many different varieties and directions that carpentry can go. Anybody have any questions for me? Hello?
I don't, oh, so one of the ones I see in this chat are, what are some other small projects you guys are working on?
That just came up, yeah.
We have been commissioned to build, I think, 6 picnic tables for one, I think it's a middle school. And then we have another high school, which is ordering 10 octagon picnic tables. And we're in the process of ordering the material and having it delivered to Carver right now. And the students build those. They've literally built hundreds of a variety of picnic tables over the years. Our record is building one picnic table from scratch in 27 minutes, which was time-lapse filmed, and that was a lot of fun.
All right, I was talking on the mute. I'm sorry, but the questions are coming in. So someone wanted to know what is some of the most popular tools that students use, and how old do you have to be to join carpentry at Carver?
You can join carpentry as soon as they let you, which is typically 10th grade. There are rumors that we'll be having 9th graders possibly next year. We'll see what happens. But obviously, if there's a tool in this shop, the students use it. These are not for me. They are not for adults. These are for the students. We got an infant variety of tools. They use all of them, and they use them frequently. So just building the model house, they use the sanders, the band saws, the miter saws, the table saws, you name it, they use it.
Thank you. Someone else wanted to know, do you have a website to buy the products?
We actually do, but it is seldom used. I'm not very tech savvy, but I do the best I can. But we just have people contact us and they can commission projects with us. We built sheds up to 14 feet long. We can have them delivered. And we built little tiny things like the Thor's hammers and the giant pencils, which are very popular. So again, from small to large, we build whatever the customer wants.
Okay, Ms. McDevitt, so how long have you been teaching carpentry?
A long time, 20 plus years.
Wow, okay. I am so excited. I'm happy to see Jamia over there. Her work is beautiful. I have a son, I think, that would like that Thor hammer, so I might come get me one.
Yeah,
Do we have any other questions? Oh, someone had a really good question. How many hours of experience do the students get on average per week? Do the students have access to the shop on the weekends?
No, we don't do weekends. I'm not aware of anybody unless it's like Apex or something that does weekends, but we have had field trips on weekends before. As for how much time, they get an hour a day, 5 days a week, you know, barring time off or something, but 5 hours a week per class. The seniors get 2.5 hours per day, so they get double the amount. So we've got some interesting projects that the seniors are working on, some highly advanced model houses, just because of the cost of materials.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mr. McDevitt, for sharing your classroom, opening it up to us and allowing us to see what you all are doing to in the carpentry program. One last question from our 4th grade class. How long does it usually take to build a shed or a tiny house?
How long would it take for a tiny house? Well, technically the Carver house is a pretty small house. All row houses are not that large. But it just depends on the size of the work crew and the skill of the labor. They can be done. You could remodel a row house in bad condition in a matter of months, or it could take a year or 2, depending on who's paying for it and how much money and resources they have.
All right. Okay. I think that's all the questions. We're gonna mosey on over to the Carver House that you all mentioned a few times.
Yeah, we're looking excited about that project and what
So am I.
opportunities it'll give us.
Yes.
Thanks, Mr. McDevitt. It was good to see what's going on at Carver High School. You can see Carver is here, and then across from Carver, we've got a row of homes, and some of them are really, beautiful. And then there's a few of them that unfortunately, like so much of what has happened in Baltimore, are abandoned and they're not well taken care of. And one of those houses is Carver House. And so we're so excited to introduce you to some folks that are here with us, and then some an alum that's remote that's going to tell you about the story of Carver House and what we hope the future of Carver House is and how it connects to the future of our carpentry pathways here in Baltimore City. So let's do some introductions. All right.
Hi, I'm Emily Allen Luke. I'm from the Maryland Department of Housing and Community Development.
Hi, I'm Lynn Rue. I am the team leader for the construction trades at the CTE programs at Carver.
I'm Michael Rosenband, Coach Mike, baseball coach at Carver, and also one of the helpers on the Carver House project.
And is Sterling with us? We'd love for Sterling, our alum, to introduce himself as well.
I'm on. I'm having camera issues, so it's kind of hard. You guys ain't gonna be able to see me on camera right now. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. But I'm Sterling Hardy, and I'm an alumni from Carver. I graduated in 2012.
Awesome, Sterling. Thank you so much for being with us. And I'd love if you and Coach Mike could tell us a little bit about how this house came to be and what you hope to see here.
You want to go first, Coach Mike, or you want me to go?
I'd love for you to go, Sterling.
Okay, that's fine. Well, basically the idea of this house was back in 2012 with Coach Mike. I came to him with a question, I go to Carver and I'm in carpentry and we have all these trades, but we have these vacant homes that's right across the street from the school. And why are we not utilizing our trade to actually make them better and make our community better? Like, we go to school every day to learn this trade, but at the end of the day, we're still seeing these eyesores and we're still seeing all these vacant homes that's across the street from the school that's in our community. And we should how can we come up with a way to actually put the trades together to actually fix this problem in our community? And so for a couple of years now, we have been working together and partnering together to try to actually make that happen for the students, to actually fix the vacant homes and everything, and to also bridge the gap between the workforce. So, because usually the problem that happens is once you graduate your trade and you try to go into your field, you don't have work experience. So it's kind of hard for you to get a job because people think that, hey, yeah, you're book smart, but you don't really have the experience of working on houses and remodeling houses. So that's what we're trying to do right now.
Awesome. Sterling, thank you so much. Anything you want to add?
Yeah, Sterling, that was terrific. Thank you. It's been an honor to work with Sterling all these years and Carver as well. And one of the things that we wanted to do is try to be really smart about how we're renovating and really think about what other areas of the world that we can have an impact on. And so what we're going to do with this house is figure out how to renovate it using building science. And what that does is it has an impact on climate. Buildings typically account for anywhere from 40 to 45% of all carbon emissions. So if we can figure out how to construct our our homes more efficiently and have them operate more efficiently, we can make an impact in climate change. And then another result of that is there's an affordability component. If your home is operating more efficiently, your utility bills go down. And we love BG&E, but not the big bills sometimes that we get. And so we can reduce that if our homes are operating a little more efficiently. So you can reduce utility bills by about 90%. And so we're really excited to bring these high performance building efficiency components into each of the trades. So again, we were super excited about this project, and hopefully it's just the first of many houses that we build here with Carver and throughout Baltimore City. So
thanks, Mike. So I think we should do a tour. I think that I see some stairs that may be being replaced soon. So let's go check those out.
See, it's
give me a little. Oh
they're
man,
needed. They're needed for sure.
Look at
so we're excited that the stairs are built, and hopefully we're going to get them installed here soon. But really, every aspect of a building renovation, whether it's the design of it with construction aid design, developing the planning, to carpentry, to masonry, to electrical engineering, there's no shortage of opportunity for students and trades to be involved with the design, the fabrication, the renovation, and ultimately the sale of this home. So we are excited. We're already getting started, and we're excited to continue to move forward.
All right, let's keep going on this tour. You ladies gonna come, or it's a little? Can you make it up these stairs? I almost fell over.
So one of the projects that we worked on this summer with actually Damani Curtis, who's a senior at Carver and carpentry, we built a high energy efficient door that helps the overall house be more efficient. So we have it here. It's just sort of mocked up now, but we'd love for you to see it. This is the official unveiling. You can see the original transom is on top. This has a insulation inside the leaf of the door, and there's weather stripping on the door frame and also the door leaf, also to help with the high efficiency. So we want to take this, not only utilize this for the Carver house, but hopefully figure out how to manufacture more of these and take these to market. So if we go through the door, you can see this is definitely a before shot. A lot of work to do, and which means there's a lot of opportunity. There's a hole in the rooftop, so it's exposed to the elements. So there's going to be a deconstruction demolition process that is also an opportunity for our students to be involved with. And then once it's clear, we're going to then start to frame it up, and ideally we're going to mock up the framing inside the carpentry rooms and continue from there. So again, you can see there's a lot of opportunity, and we're excited to move forward with this project.
Mike, what was your reaction when you walked into, because you've been looking at this house for a long time, and then you worked with a bunch of companies not a bunch of companies, but you worked very hard with a lot of partners to try to purchase the home. And then when you finally walked in here and you saw this, like, what was your initial reaction?
I certainly think, it's sort of, wow, this certainly is a big project that we're taking on. And I think, there's a human component to this. Our neighbors Tawanda next door, is raising a family, next to this home. And we have an opportunity to make a difference, not only in students' lives, but in the lives of the community members. And, that's an important, meaningful work that we're doing that will not only position us for careers going forward, but just to make how we live our lives, in harmony and better. So
awesome. Are there questions that are coming in from any of the students, any of the fourth graders?
Not yet from the students, but there is much praise for the work that's being done. And Ms. Akintillo, Adenike wanted to know, is that the floor?
This is the floor. This is the floor. There's my little boots. And then this is the basement.
So you can see there was a skylight that fell through to the second floor. And then when it's exposed to rain and snow and whatnot, it starts to weaken the support and framework. And then ultimately it just collapsed all the way to the basement. So if you were to look up here, you can see, completely open sky. So this is all from, as a result of that.
Yeah.
I do have a question, Barb, from our fourth graders.
Go ahead.
They want to know how long will it take to rebuild the house? They also want to know, can students not at Carver come help with the house in the summertime?
So that's a great question. What we ideally, how we like to do this is to do a couple a year, but this is the first one, so it's our prototype. And we'd like for students to be involved, some of the younger students, 9th graders or 10th graders, in sort of the design, the understanding of what high performance construction does. And then as students get older in 11th and 12th grade, they start to do the actual work. So it's a couple year process, but ideally you have houses built over the course of a year. Yes, it will extend into the summertime. We absolutely love to have other students at different ages to be involved. As I mentioned, there are all kinds of opportunities. We need to market this. We need to document this. So we would love to have, as you can see, we need more support, not less.
Okay, so someone wants to know what will happen to the house when it's done, and then what is the salary range for carpenters?
I think Mr. McDevitt might know more about a salary range for carpenters, but there certainly is a demand in the industry. And ultimately, what happens this house, we have a few different ideas. We'd like for it to be a place for someone to live, to have, to own a home and help to create generational wealth because you're owning a home. We've also talked about a learning lab. This high performance building construction, I showed you the door. There are different aspects of a door that's different from the door that you have. And so actually seeing the components in the field is helpful. And so we were thinking about one of the homes being a potential place where you can come and see how this kind of construction is done. So a place where you can learn and grow and maybe act as a sort of a satellite office for the construction trades or for Carver in general. So it's a great question because that we do want to be creative and thoughtful with the end uses of these properties.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for what you're doing here. Sterling, is there anything else, if you're still on with us, is there anything else you would like to say to encourage students or to ask for support for this effort?
Not that much. Just to piggyback on what Coach Mike said, we're opening this up not just to carpentry students, but we're opening it up to all trades and all students and whatever they want to become. Because like he said, we're going to need the electrical trade to do the electrical wiring. We're going to need the masonry trade to lay the bricks. We're going to need the business trade to learn how to market the house for us and see how much we're going to need to after we sell the house to go back into buying a new and starting the process over again. We're going to need the CAD trade to design the houses, design the doors, the windows, and everything. We're going to need just everything. So just like documentation. So we're going to need students that may want to learn to go into filmmaking or anything to learn how to document our story and also publish it. So it's a lot of different components that we're doing, but we're not doing it alone. We're doing it with the students to help better their education and their learning process into whatever they want to become.
And Sterling, we're going to need you as the mayor of Baltimore to support all of this effort.
Maybe one day, yes.
I'll be there on your campaign with you. Thank you so much, Sterling. You're an inspiration. Thank you, Coach Mike. Thank you to students, and we'll kick it back over to you.
Thank you. What an amazing presentation. I'm so proud of the work that my alma mater, Carver, is doing in the community. So thank you. Looking forward to see what happens to the Carver House. Okay, so we have about 2 minutes left, and we're going to take this time to just let you know about some upcoming events. On Tuesday, November 16th, we have the JA Inspire Virtual Career Tour. Please sign up for that. We'll be putting these links in the chats. The Hour of Code, which is a computer science education week, will be held December 6th through the 10th. Then we have another Career Ready Friday in December with transportation technology, so careers in transportation. And then for our high school students, the Maryland General Assembly Student Page Program is, application is available. That deadline is today. And we have our Seawall Shadow Ship, which is November 19th. Please check out these events. Join us next month for our next installment of Career Ready Fridays. We hope you had a great time with us this morning. Don't forget to check out the resources. They're all in the chat, and instructors, teachers who've registered will be sending this information to you as well in an email. But check out the careers in construction and development, sign up for BGE's ESP program, and our show and tell career exploration program. So if you have any more questions, we want to thank you for joining us and hope you have a great weekend.
All right, our fourth graders would like to say thank you, if that's okay.
Absolutely, feel free to come off mute.
All right, you guys, what do we say?
Thank
That
you
just
for
made my day. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna start crying. That was so
We
amazing.
just have to tell you all that once a month, every Friday, we love these virtual field trips. The kids just, you should see all their, I couldn't write all the questions that they had. So yeah, so thank you from all of us, and we look forward to December. Yes, we have lots of questions about cars and car technology, so we're saving some of those for December.
Well, thank you, Ms. Wyman. Thank you to your fourth grade students. Thanks for engaging us and giving us the asking all the right questions. Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Say bye. Bye. Okay. All right.